So we've looked at how to create an ad hoc report. What if we want to schedule a report to run in the future? Right-click on the program's collection file of the report you wish to schedule and select Add a Schedule. A pop-up window appears that will guide you through the steps. The first step is to give the schedule a name and a description, which is optional. The rest of the functionality on this screen is not used at Yale currently, so go to the bottom right and select Next. The next step is to choose the job parameters that this schedule will use. You can either create a new saved parameter list or choose a previously saved one. Selecting the first radio button and then selecting Next will bring you to a parameter collection screen like we saw earlier. After selecting the parameters and giving the saved list a name, select Next. Here, we'll demonstrate using the saved parameter list from earlier and select Next. The next step is to define when the schedule is to be run. The options are to select a new custom time event or one of the existing data warehouse events. Selecting the custom time event radio button and clicking Next will enable you to set the report to run at a single date and time. Selecting the second radio button and the drop-down to the right will display the available data warehouse events. The most common event is the month-end event. Note that events differ by report. Make your selection and click Next. The fourth step is to enter the email addresses that you would like to send the report to. If you are entering multiple email addresses, separate them with a semicolon and no space. Take special care at this step because there is no spell check in this window. An error in the email address will result in the report not being sent to the intended recipient. The default on this screen is that report outputs are attached to email messages. If you do not want this, uncheck the box. If the size of the output file exceeds the limit, the recipient will receive an email stating the report has been run, but there will not be an attachment. At this point, you can click Finish in the lower right-hand corner, since the permissions functionality is not used here at Yale. To modify or delete a schedule, right-click on the Program Collections file for the report and select Manage Job Schedules. A new tab will open that will display a non-editable list of everyone's schedules. Click on the header for Next Run Date or Event Name to filter and limit the view to only your schedules. Right-mouse-click the schedule and you'll see various options. Please note that Modify Job is not used here at Yale. Modify Schedule allows you to modify the various selections made in the scheduling process. Selecting Modify Schedule will display a window where you can click on the schedule steps that need to be changed and click OK. In the General section of the window, you'll see a checkbox next to a traffic light. This indicates the schedule's status. Active with the green traffic light is the default. Unchecking the box and selecting OK will change the schedule status to inactive and the traffic light to red. Putting schedules on inactive status results in reports not being sent to the recipients. This is sometimes helpful at fiscal year end when there are 3-month end events for the June period. Selecting Delete will bring up a pop-up window asking if you're sure you want to delete the schedule. Select Yes and you're done. You may want to delete the associated parameter list, which we covered earlier. Selecting Add Schedule will take you through the steps of adding a new schedule, as we saw earlier. The Show Parameters option will open a new tab displaying all saved parameter lists for the particular report. If you right-click one of the items shown here, you'll see that we have the option to modify or delete the parameter list. Selecting Delete will bring up the window confirming that you want to delete the saved parameter.